Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Sound of Falling. And this is a new drama coming out of Germany, which is their selection for Best International Film this year. And we have a remote German farm harbors generations of secrets. Four women separated by decades but united by trauma uncover the truth behind its weathered walls. And this film is from director Masha Shalinsky, who co-wrote this with Louise Peter. And this is an engrossing, poignant, beautiful film. Right off the bat, just looking at this film from cinematographer Fabian Gamper, it is so rich and textured. The colors, the framing, all of it, there's beautiful shots of even like a camera going through a keyhole. All of these very detailed, intimate moments with this camera puts us right into this drama. And whether, you look at this and it expertly crafts these different periods that lean into these different period trappings, doesn't need to beat you over the head with being like, and this year. No, it transitions and it fully engrosses us because the detail is there. And it makes us believe, and you have composers Michael Fiedler, Eike Hausenfeld, and Jacob Hufel all deliver such a beautiful, moving, poignant score that really accentuates the work that Shalinsky is doing through the direction that gives this film so much emotion. And there is a richness of light and texture and all the little details in bringing this farm to life, this farmhouse to life. And there's very intimate elements in terms of how this story is captured, how this story is told. There's striking visuals. And this film, from a technical standpoint, is all there. Narratively and pacing-wise, it does lag. I would be a liar to say that there were moments where I was starting to lose some focus over the course of this 2.5-hour drama. But it leverages that time a little bit better because you're balancing four different stories. And you have some really impressive performances throughout this film from the likes of Anna Echt, Lena Urzendowski, Suzanne Wiest, Lisa Heyer, and all of these performers that bring these characters to life. And there is an intimacy, a beauty in terms of how life is brought to the screen in this film. I think it balances these broader themes of trauma and home and that connection where this place feels like it has its own personality. But it is very engrossing and tender and poignant in the way that it tells its story, visually and from a writing standpoint. I think this film really finds the humanity in each of these characters as they wind up going on their own journeys during their own time, and how this broader context brings them together in a beautiful, poignant kind of way. And, not all these stories are going to have the happiest of journeys, but it does bring that emotion and connection and just puts you into this story as we navigate each of these, young women having their own lives, experiencing their own happiness and sadness and darker moments throughout their experience. And this is a film that just reaches out, grabs you, really captures the setting, the differing times, and these characters so well. It might not, blow your socks off, but there's some rich, thoughtful ideas that are explored throughout this film in a very humanist way that were put into this situation, and this connection between these characters over time is something that feels very poignant and impactful. This is a beautiful, engrossing, thoughtful film that really drops you into this situation. And, there's expectations of maybe what is being brought to the table, but there's something that's just so engrossing and engaging about this film that you see the work that Shalinsky did and really tying this all together. Those are my thoughts on Sound of Falling. Let me know what you think and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.